And welcome back to my channel. Anyway, as hopefully everyone can see, I've got this set up here. Hold on. I want to see this part. Welcome back to my channel. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I wasn't here last week. I know. Shame on me. My streak was really good. It's now bad. It's fine. We're back again. It was only 1 week. We're back. Today we're coming back with a story time. I've been wanting to do a story time for a very long time. But I just decided not to. I was like, Debbie, let's not put your business out there. No story to tell. And yeah, I'm gonna tell it. I don't even know how to start it. Well, you see, this story starts from the beginning of the academic year. Second year of college, beginning of the academic year. This coffee is not nice. According to the story, that's what I'm gonna say. If the people that are in the story know what I'm talking about, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Or say it, I don't even care at this point. But the reason I decided to share the story was because it only officially ended recently. So, yeah. Let's go to the story. This whole story starts in... This starts in the beginning of the year, academically anyway, and it's a messy one. Let's just say that it's a messy one. Both parties, let me just put a disclaimer here, both parties played a part in why everything went to shit. Both parties. But this is from one person's point of view. Yeah, this is just from one person's point of view. So yeah. So beginning of the year, I'm gonna call this person. I'm gonna call this person Faith. Because God knows she gave faith in this relationship. Anyway. Yes, I'm gonna call her Faith. Faith wasn't new to the school since she was already there for 1 year before that, but in a different campus. So she walked in and she just got on with her day. She got on with her life. Ended up seeing at first it wasn't just this one guy that she liked. It was 2 guys, I think it was. It was 2 guys that she had a little crush on. But one of them she blatantly could see was not going to like her. Because she could blatantly see that. She could blatantly see that he wasn't gonna dig her like that. So she ended up putting all her energy in this one guy. This one guy, let's call him Philip. Let's call him Philip. Mr. Philip, yeah? He wasn't, if everyone wants me to describe how he looked, he wasn't good. He wasn't bad looking, but he wasn't good looking either. It is what it was. By the time she did have a crush on him, and yeah, Faith was crushing on this guy. It was the beginning of the year. It was a weekend. I don't know why everything moved so fast. It was legitimately a weekend, and they were all friends. They were all nice friends, you know. Philip joined the group. Philip joined the group, and everything was Gucci. Everything was fine. Yes, they were flirting on and off, but this is where it gets a little bit weird and a little bit fast. Second week is when Philip and Faith actually started speaking. They started speaking. That's what I'm gonna say. And it was with the help of, I'm trying not to say their own names, so this is why there's a lot of stuttering. But with the help of Faith's friend Jack, that's what we're gonna call him, Jack, with the help of Faith and Jack, she ended up just like flirting with Philip, and like they got on. It was nice. Like you know, it was sweet. It was Gucci. You know. After this, things just escalated. Like things went out of, I don't even know what happened. Things just went big very quickly, very quickly. But Philip ended up basically confessing that he liked Faith. So Faith was like, yo, yeah, you're good looking as well. Faith didn't expect it to be like, I'm guessing, Faith didn't expect it to be like rushing, like, oh yeah, straight away we're going to be dating, Because everyone knows you have to have a talking stage. Then you have to have this, that, and this. Let me catch my first one. This story is too much. Anyway, yeah, everyone knows that you have to like have a talking stage, but she didn't really get that with this guy. But she thought it was calm. It was like, not everyone's gonna have a talking stage. It's like it's what it is. Towards the end of this week, they ended up basically saying that they were dating because it was a lot of peer pressure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was a whole lot of peer pressure between the friendship group, and they were like, oh, so what's going on with you two? And it ended up being peer pressured into saying, yeah, we're dating, even though it wasn't the case. There's a big chunk I just missed, but I'm gonna go back. Faith was walking back to her bus stop with Jack and Philip. Philip decided to start holding her hand. They were walking. They randomly stopped. They just randomly stopped, and it made no sense why. But they just randomly stopped in the middle of the. And Philip may or may have not kissed her. May or may not. May or may not. I think this was on the first week anyway. Yeah. Okay, no, not on the first week. Maybe this was like on the third, second, I don't know. Can't lie. Let me not put a date on it. Let me not put a date on it. But he basically ended up kissing her. Like later on, we find out why he did that. But he ended up kissing her, and then the whole class basically was watching because we just came out of class, you know. So our whole class was like watching them. To the point of where I think Faith was like, oh okay, like pulled away, and then they just continued walking. It was very awkward. In this point, people were like staring and was like, oh, like bear in mind it was very quick. Like it just flipping happened. Like people just got told, you know. People just got told that they even liked each other. So it was very quick. After this, it was just a shambolics. That's it. There was just shambolics. Faith ended up calling all her friends like on, it was even FaceTime. I think it was on FaceTime. And all her friends was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" She may or may have not had a hickey at the time. You know, a little love bite. Maybe her first one at that. So it was a lot. It was a lot. So she ended up calling her friends, Jerry, Steve-O, Dave. She ended up calling all three of them and was like, yo, I may have a little problem. She needs to get it off because her parents are quite strict and her brothers and sisters are very enough. So she needed to get it off. Luckily she didn't get caught, guys. But she did need to get this off. It was there. It was kind of like, you know, really showy. It was showy. Not me, of course, but it was showy. It was very showy, and her friends was like, oh, use ice, use this, use cream, use that. Then we were just like, okay, come. I was like, she was listening to them. She was just like, this is what you have to do. Bear in mind, only God knows if this was the case. But it did not disappear. But she was wearing turtleneck, so it's fine. This week finished. Her friends now basically said that she was dating this guy, and he has now confirmed that they were dating. And it was a whole palaver. That was basically the beginning of their relationship. It was the beginning, and as you can see, it was very quick, very fast paced. This guy was already touching the next, like, it was just very fast. So Faith noticed that, and Faith did tell him numerous times, can we slow down? Can we chill? Can we just like, ooh, like, but I don't really think Philip got it until people were like still in their business and stuff, but you know, it was like, okay, who's not gonna be in your business when you do something like PDA, like, of course people are gonna be like, you know, like, ooh. So obviously you couldn't really blame everyone for saying their piece. And yeah, by the way, like, Faith is a very, she lets everyone in her head. It's kind of hard not to let people in her head, and it's kind of hard for her not to care what people think. So it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best part in how everything went to shambles. Like, this is where like things started really coming to light, where things were just wrong, but it was wrong on Faye's part. So this part was, let me even look at the board. Okay, this part was when she was meeting he was meeting friends, right? Philip was meeting Faye's friends, like all of them. This was Jerry, Becky, Steve-O, Dave, like all her friends. Bear in mind, they are code names, not the actual names, but yes. Yeah, all these them, all the boyfriends and the friends, all of them came. They all went to the cinema, and yeah, it was just awkward, you know. Faye wasn't really like used to people meeting her people. Like, she's normally used to like, what? That's not straight, is it? They met the friends, and everyone knows, like, maybe everyone knows. Just like, for Faye, if your friends didn't get along with the person she was dating, it was kind of like, ooh, that's a write-off. But she let this go, and there was a few things before this that she let go. I shall not say it, no. Actually, I'm gonna spill some tea. There was a few things that she let go that she told her friends beforehand. Bear in mind, Philip is a white boy. Faith and her friends are black, so it's kind of like the first question that they asked was, has he ever said the N-word? All I'm gonna say is she let that go. That's what I'm gonna say. She let it go. That's what I'm gonna say. Her friends was not okay with this. That's kind of was probably point one, where she should have been like, your friends aren't okay with this. Like, there's something wrong with this. But she let that go as well. She was like, it doesn't really matter. It happened. Whatever. Like, Roby standoffish though. So was Philip. But everyone was on that day, so it was alright. I think my drink is finished. I think I'm just drinking cream now. But yes, that was basically how he met the friends. They got together. That was all there. Now this is where the red flag starts coming in, and she didn't really notice. She noticed. She just let go. Number one was probably when he was very sex orientated. Like, the guy she already dated a lot was sex orientated. That was probably one of the things that she liked about him. I don't know, but like, one of the things he would constantly say is a threesome thing. Like, if he was talking to another girl, or I was talking, come in the middle and be like, oh, look at that threesome, ha ha ha. Like, he would think it's so funny, and you're just like, no. And I don't know, some guys might think that's not a big deal, some girls might not think that's not a big deal, but in a way it's kind of looking like, oh, is she not enough for you? Like, why do you need a third party? But yeah, like, till the day they basically broke up, he was still making jokes like that, and it was a whole palaver. She didn't like that, but she did let it go. She was like, maybe that's just him. She let it go. After that was like red flag number 1, because it was like, are you pushing for something else? Like, that's what I would claim that as red flag number 1. Like, the man made in like a day, you can't even count on your hand. Like, red flag number 2. Red flag number 2 was, of course, a girl, natural living being, you know. We're gonna call her Money Q, or as some of my friends know her, Mona Lisa. Money Q / Mona Lisa, let's just call her Money Q. She was Faith's friend at first, or as one of my other friends, I'm going to call him James, likes to say, acquaintance. She was Faith's friend, but Faith, that was one of Faith's very first friends in that school, and she thought they were cool. She thought it was kind of like decent, like quite close. During like the beginning parts of her Faith and Faith and Philip's relationship, she was like a main part. Like, Faith would always go to her and say, oh, he said this, he said that, he said this. Then there was a whole palaver. This is where Faith ends up messing up. This is where everyone ends up messing up, because Faith was listening to people, and it was just a whole palaver. It was a whole palaver. Faith ends up, Money Q ends up coming to school, and she was like all depressed and shit. And we were just like, what's going on with her? She ends up telling Philip that she just got broken up with by her boyfriend, that she was like simping over for time. And bear in mind, this boyfriend, like, I think they were on and off. I'm not too sure, but I think they were on and off. And Faith didn't really think too much of it. She was like, okay, it is what it is. You broke up. You're gonna be upset for a bit. Faith did try to console her, but in her eyes, it seemed like she wanted to be more consoled by Philip. So Faith took a step back and started talking to her friend T. I'm gonna call her T. That started this all, a hug. One pinky hug, yeah? From Philip and Money Q. Philip did say, let's have a three-way hug. Don't know about you, but personally, I don't even do three-way hugs. That's weird. So Faith like stepped back and let them, was like, I'm not gonna do a three-way hug. Then Philip and Money Q hugged. The whole class has seen this hug. The whole class is now speaking about it. Out of nowhere, the whole class is buddy speaking about it. You got people speaking it, like people that didn't even speak to Faith was talking about it. They were like, oh my gosh, did you see that hug? So later on, bear in mind, Faith is a little bit of a crybaby. Like, anything will make her cry. Anything sad could make Faith cry. But she accepted that. She accepted that she's a crybaby. It's okay. It's alright. She's fixing it. She's fixing it, guys. She's fixing it. The start where everything kind of went to shit. Because, like, Faye thought people were her friends, and like, people just weren't her friends. People just weren't good. Like, later on, someone that we're going to call Zane ends up telling Faith, yo, you saw that hug this morning, right? And Faye was like, yeah, you didn't see what was going on. And they were like, yeah, but they've been chatting all day. I haven't seen him really chat to you. Once again, Faye has gotten this into her head. Like, they have fed this into her head, and it's like, she can't help but care what other people think. What other people think. So, she's just being fed all this bull, and in the beginning it was bull, but she's just being fed all this crap. She ends up crying. People in the class are like, oh, it's alright, Faye, it's alright, Faye. Like, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, maybe we'll just see this from a different point of view. If you don't care, don't like care what they say. So I'm gonna end it here because it was like 20 minutes, so we're gonna have to end it. It's gonna be like 3 parts. But yeah, this is part 1. Little thing. Oh god, don't drop. Little thing. Listen to your red flags. That's what I'm gonna say. Little thing. Listen to your red flags. Listen to it. Listen to it. The red flags are there for a reason. But yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you don't want to see part 2 or for free, tell me and I will post it. But yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you. Thanks for watching.